Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on our updates. Now, let's dive straight into the story that's causing a lot of talk across Nigeria right now. What this means is, Kanu, who has been on trial for some time, has made the bold move to represent himself in court, and one of his supporters, members of the House of Representatives, Obi Aguocha, has described that as pleasantly surprising. Here's what's happening. Kanu, the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, movement, is standing trial in Nigeria on multiple terrorism-related charges. His case has been in the limelight for years, with many legal twists and political overtones. What has changed now is that Kanu informed the court that he would take over his defense personally. The court responded by directing that the lawyers previously retained for him step aside. So why is this move significant? And why is Aguocha calling it pleasantly surprising? Well, representing oneself in a major criminal trial is highly unusual, especially in complex cases involving terrorism. It speaks to a few possible things: confidence in one's position, a desire for direct control of one's message, or possibly dissatisfaction with the previous representation. Aguocha seems to interpret it as a sign that Kanu is taking charge of his own destiny in the courtroom. From the piece in the plenary, Aguocha suggests that Kanu's prolonged detention may stem from his Igbo identity, and that this act of self-defense might be part of pushing back. Let's unpack what this means for different players and what could happen next, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and like if you're finding this breakdown useful. 1. What this means for Kanu himself. First, by representing himself, Kanu is signaling a few things. He wants autonomy in how his defense is presented. He may believe that the previous legal team did not fully reflect his strategy or voice, or he may want to highlight the political nature of his case. This is risky though, because legal representation exists for a reason. These are serious charges, carrying potentially life sentences. So, this move shows boldness, and possibly a gamble. Also, it changes the dynamic in court. The government's legal team now faces a defendant speaking directly for himself. That may change how evidence is handled, how cross-examinations go, how the narrative is shaped. 2. What it means for his supporters and critics. For supporters of Kanu and of IPOB's aims, this move might be seen as empowering. Their leader is taking back control. It might rally those who feel that the legal process has been stacked against him. On the other hand, critics may say it is a sign of desperation, or that he is underprepared, or that he's making things more difficult for himself. For the general public, many might watch this as a test. Will it work or falter? 3. What's in it for the government and legal system? For the prosecution and the judiciary, this new development adds complexity. They must ensure the trial remains fair, despite the defendant acting for himself. They must guard against claims of unfairness or lack of proper defense. The court has already ruled that the case should continue. The no-case submission was rejected, meaning the prosecution showed enough evidence for trial. So now, the spotlight is on how Kanu will respond. 4. Political implications. Beyond the courtroom, there are major political and ethnic dimensions. The IPOB movement is rooted in the southeast and the Igbo ethnic group. Aguocha has explicitly said Kanu's continued detention is partly because he is Igbo, and accused political leadership from Igbo land of being too quiet. How the public and political class react to this self-defense move may shift sentiment, protests, media coverage, maybe even government strategy. 5. The next steps to watch. The court session where Kanu opens his defense. How prepared will he appear? What witnesses or evidence will he bring? Whether his self-representation draws sympathy or criticism in the media and among the public. How the government will respond. Will they adjust their strategy, engage differently? Whether the ethnic, political narrative grows stronger as a result. Whether this becomes a precedent, others may attempt self-representation in high-profile trials. To sum up, what started as merely a court case against Nnamdi Kanu has now taken a dramatic turn. The man accused of serious offenses is choosing to defend himself, and that by itself forces us to reconsider the case, the political backdrop, the legal system, and what fair trial means in Nigeria. For those in the southeast, for those following IPOB, for the legal profession, and for Nigerian democracy, this moment is loaded. If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with friends who are interested in Nigeria's political legal affairs, and drop a comment below. What do you think of Kanu defending himself, courageous or foolish?